Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. Today we are going to look at an opportunity provided by a Canadian based company in the field of administration. So, do you have previous experience or not? Are you a graduate or not? So, irrespective of your education, even if you have completed your high school, just the high secondary certification would do good for you to get through this job. So the employer is willing to pay approximately $28.84 per hour, and he is expecting at least 35 hours of commitment per week. So before we get into the details of this particular job opening, if you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it so that you'll receive regular video updates. So this employer is located in Alberta, which is in Canada, a Rocky View location. The employer name is Freed System Incorporation, and the position open is Office Administrator. So it's a permanent job, and it's an administration. As you know, administration is the backbone of any organization, irrespective of their line of business. And this employer is actually providing this opportunity as a permanent employment, and it's a full-time opportunity, and he is looking for someone who can start this job as soon as possible. And this employer has already applied in LMIA. So LMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, you guys would have already heard about this in my previous postings as well. This is actually where the employer explains the Canadian labor management, where this particular skill they are looking for is in shortage, and they will get the approval for employing the foreign resources, the foreigners, so besides the Canadian and permanent residents. So though the employer encourages the Canadians and permanent residents to apply for this job, he is still open for foreigners to apply. So people who has legal rights to work in Canada, people who are looking for jobs, people who already got approvals and still wanted to shift to different job can still apply for this position. The job requirement is English as a language. So as you know, they predominantly make conversation, the Canadians predominantly do it in either English or in French. So this employer is looking for someone with English, and you have to have a good command over the language. You should have both written, spoken, and as well as the reading ability. So only then you will be able to do the admin activities. As you know, admin has most of reading and then correspondence follow up and then talking to the other contacts and maintaining the supplies. Those kind of routine and monotonous kind of job would be. So you should be in a position to have a good command over English. And the education he's looking for is secondary school graduation. So it's okay if you have the high school graduation. An experience as least as 7 months to 1 year is good. But still, if you have skill sets to prove yourself, you can give it a try, irrespective of your experience as well. The specific skills the employer is looking for is carry out administrative activities of establishment. It's the general administration of the establishment, oversee and coordinate office administrative procedures, review, evaluate, and implement new administrative procedures. So besides coordinating and overseeing the actual procedures, you are supposed to review them, evaluate them, and implement new procedures then and there when it is required. So establish work priorities and ensure procedures are followed and deadlines are met. So coordinate and plan for office services such as accommodation, relocation, equipment, supplies, forms, disposal of assets, parking, maintenance, and security services, as they are into this freeds kind of thing. So they might have a lot of these practical activities going on. So on a routine basis, they would actually deal with coordinating with different people in order to create the accommodation, relocations of other packages or supplies. So that is how the routine administration goes in any freights company. So assist in preparation of operating budget, and maintain inventory and budgetary control. So you should be in a position to assist and preparation of operations budget. So you are the person who is going to prepare it and maintain the inventory, as that's again part of administration. You'll be maintaining the office inventory and take care of them. So whenever there is a shortage or requirements arises, you have to be in a position to place it as a regular recurring orders, and you have to fill them appropriately. So assemble the data and prepare periodic special reports, manuals, and correspondence. So you have to assemble all the data and prepare the special reports in order to show it to your management about the performance and the routines of the organization. So you will be the person handling the end-to-end operations. You are the person who is going to handle the end-to-end administration, right from the activities that are already established to creating, managing, administering, and assembling, reporting things actually admin executive typically does. And the work condition and physical capabilities are, it's a fast-paced environment. As you know, it's a freights company where you'll have too many things coming in every day. So that's a fast-paced environment. And the work under pressure, you should be flexible enough in working under pressure, as any job would have pressure. And besides that, you should be in a position to work on these pressurized condition without losing your actual working ability. So attention to details, you should actually have that ability to look for the details thoroughly before you execute them. So you should have that skill of attending to the details which are given to you, or when something is being circulated or something has to be done in a specific way, you have to be attentive. And personal suitability is something which the employer has specifically given. You should be a candidate with flexibility. You should have that flexibility. You should have a skill set of being flexible when something is given to you on top of your responsibility. And that's quite often all the employer would look for, someone who is flexible enough in order to do things that are assigned to him, besides doing the actual line of work. So you may have to do something extra besides your regular work. You shouldn't stick to your actual timing or routines. As you know, any employer would look for someone who is very reliable, who is giving something in return to the organization on top of what he is being expected from. So that's how the flexibility goes with an excellent oral and return communication, as we mentioned it earlier on the few pointers, where you should have a proper, excellent communication, both oral and written. And you should be a reliable person, and you should be organized enough. So reliable, as I said, like any employer would look for someone who's reliable enough, who is actually a person whom he can trust or entrust the responsibilities. And organized, of course, you have to be organized when you are taking care of the entire office administration. So this employer is open to help the different groups in the actual labor market. So he is providing opportunity for all the groups, such as indigenous people, newcomers to Canada, and youth groups. So you can try it out. So he is open with all sort of groups, which is basically it's an employment group categorized in Canada, depending on your like source and depending on your actual skills and the way you came in. So those kind of things. So depending on that, you'll be categorized in different categories. Like indigenous people are those who hail from Canada, newcomers to Canada are the foreigners who come newly to Canada, and youth groups are someone who are freshly graduate or someone who is fresh to look for jobs. So he is giving equal employment opportunities. And for applications, you have to write in an email to the employer. I've given the email address of the employer on the website link given on the below description box. I've mentioned that on the description box. You can just get used to, like, you can access the website and get the email address and write in a detailed email to the employer with your updated resume And do not forget to attach your cover letter, which is very essential in order to impress an employer. And we would see sooner in another session about how to write a cover letter and a broad resume. So I'll post that video as well with the sample templates sooner. So that will help you people to have reference with. So I guess I've detailed enough about this particular job posting. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Definitely that will be helpful for them during this strand situation. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. And the email address, again, I specify, I've given through a website reference link, which I've given on the description box, which I've mentioned there as a job application link. You can access the link and get through the email address, and you can write it to the employer directly. So all the best, guys. See you soon with another new job posting. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.